The following is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Welcome, Deadites, to part 4 of What If Deku was the Wolverine. Last time, we left our crew a week before the test. As far as the test goes, it was waived for everyone. They're X-Force, after all. The only reason they're going is to step their game up and have, well, a semi-normal teenage life. Genosha had wonderful schools, and if they wanted to just live a school life and still do what they do, all they had to do was just stay there. But like I said, everyone wanted to push and know what outside life felt like. I mean, short of Kotsky, the island was really the only home they've ever truly known. Genosha was safe, and they needed to leave the nest for a bit. Albeit they return when their day is done, or they just chill at the Yagi estate. That place was big enough to handle them, and Toshinori and Inko were happy to allow them to stay. Inko was especially happy that she could see her boy more often. However, Logan seemed on edge. "What's wrong, Nini?" Nana asked, but Rina was picking up the same thing Logan was. Nana spouted when she noticed she was, well, the odd one out and felt left out. Inko patted her daughter on the head. Logan almost let his claws out, but he heard them talking. "You better be right, Inozuka, or you're fired." Turns out it was just the media. Great. Logan and Rina kept their claws to themselves and ready for the media. "All Might, is it true that you'll be teaching at UA this year? And also the rumors of X-Force members joining as students?" Kotsky picked the wrong moment to come outside, but luckily he was a lesser-known X-Force member, and his family's connections with the Yagi family would mean that his presence at a family barbecue would be overlooked. "Look, lady, we're just trying to have a decent family meal together. That's why I don't like you press types. Always getting in people's business for what? A little bit of fame and a buck? All Might won't say it since he's a hero, so I'll say it. You are trespassing. Now leave before this happens." Kotsky made a small explosion behind them to prove that that was just an example. "I'm not saying the next one will hit you, but you should leave. Now." The crew had already stopped rolling, mostly due to the angry look on All Might's face. That was broadcast. A silent agreement was made within the media when this look on his face was broadcast. Never go to All Might's home without making an appointment. Period. No one wanted to risk making Japan's mightiest hero as angry as the boy was. It was not worth it. Mystique was calming the Creed siblings down and succeeding, so they didn't have an outburst and really hurt someone. Inko gave Raven a smile and a nod once the vultures had left, but the X-Force members other than her and Logan would remain inside for the rest of the day, just in case that crew was lurking anywhere near the house. The day went by without any problems. After that, and a bigger meal than usual for the Yagi Creed house would be made. Toshinori, Rina, Nana, and Logan ate like it was nobody's business. Good thing they were loaded on the Yagi end and the Creed side as well, so that really wasn't a problem. Time went by, And the test happens, so I've got some bad news, or at least I did, until I did some very basic math. Class 1A now has 24 students, since they were special exceptions. I was originally going to give a few people the axe, but decided against it. The surprising / not so surprising part is Ochako was on my chopping block for UA period, and not just the hero course. But once again, math saved the day. She didn't get the rescue points that she would have gotten since the canon scene didn't really happen since there was no Deku to save her and vice versa. But I think she may have calmed down and rescued herself in the heat of the moment, and maybe saved someone else in the process. Either that or shown other heroic properties that would keep her in the class. For that reason, I'll be keeping her exact score. Ochako has shown signs of ingenuity within the show proper and the test, so I think this is feasible. Stave off your curiosity, I was going to move Mineta, Koda, and Hagakure to 1B. Like I said earlier, I was gonna give Ochako the axe, period, but then I thought about it. The teachers can handle the special exceptions of the X-Force, especially in lectures, where they can weigh in on things and give further demonstration when other students are confused. They would essentially be both students and teachers' aides, so it's a win-win in that regard. The first day goes by, and this time around, Katsuki still has his feet on his desk, and Logan is leaning on a custom chair. Considering this dude weighs, a little over 300 pounds since adamantium skeleton. He's leaning back a bit. Needless to say, Ida is appalled by their behavior. As for Logan's identity, Tenya is in the circle of people who know the truth. He's seen him take the mask off at his home before and would be keeping quiet. It wasn't his secret to share after all. This is a place of learning. You shouldn't put your feet on the desk, and you shouldn't be leaning back like that either. Instead of mouthing off, both Katsuki and Logan gave Tenya a look that screams, "I eat punks like you for breakfast," and Ida backed off on reflex. They've seen some stuff. They've fought things that would make them scream. They've killed. They've subdued villains. So yeah, needless to say, they've seen some action, so they know what they're doing. And it's just like, Ida's not necessarily a coward, but come on, man. That much bloodlust? I don't think so. Well, it's a good thing you have basic survival instincts. Everyone get in your gym clothes. We're having a quirk apprehension test. Also, whoever comes in last is expelled. Mina, shut up. Hold the phone. Didn't we pass that already to get in here in the first place? Logan was about to speak up, but Negasonic did it for him. I see no problem with culling the weak. We're already a larger class than we should be anyway. And whose fault is that exactly? Tokoyami was being slightly cheeky with Negasonic, but Negasonic, being herself, didn't exactly back down. She was kinda psyched to do a test to measure her future gains. Logan had one eye open while sitting in his chair. Ochako still gets infinity, so we're moving on from that. Bakugo's explosions are a little more violent than Negasonic's and Jubilee's, so he beat them in the ball throw. Negasonic barely Jubilee by quite a bit, but not too much. But however, Jubilation was holding back. Jubilee, you're holding back. You're ruining the point of this test. Now get serious. A voice that was not Aizawa chimed in, and all eyes bulged out. What are you doing here, Misaka? This is my class. Shouldn't you be teaching 1B? Come on, sweetheart. It was just too good to pass off. I had to see him. Aizawa's fidgeting with a ring on his finger. It's just like, whirling it around on his finger. That band matches a band on Misaka's finger. So, yeah, they're married. Obviously, she's aged up to match his age. But we're gonna move on. Holy Stocko, it's the railgun! Logan hit Misaka with a head nod, and Misaka returned it, said head nod. A few people were asking why Logan wasn't joining in, and he just got angry and did it to shut him up. He went feral for a few of the tests and threw the ball, especially, farther than anyone without a quirk to project it could. Or super strength, for that matter. Jaws drop at his test results. For the most part, they were not too strong and not too weak either. He killed the grip test, by the way. He didn't beat Shoji, but he still had a pretty decent score. His scores were balanced all around, actually, so he was in no danger. He obviously kind of tanked at the long jump since, well, he weighs over 300 pounds, adamantium skeleton. But, everyone asked if he had any more big tricks in his bag. That's when Mystique pulled out her phone, put it next to his head, and... Sorry guys, it was too good. Had to. That just made the people more interested, especially the girls. As a matter of fact, let's go to the girls' locker room. Huh. Our class is kind of filled with cute boys. Hagakure let out. I know, right? However, the two that stand out the most would have to be Creed and Bakugo. They're utter hunks. Mina let out while having a shower. Of course, the paramours of said boys walked up to, also naked since shower, but Mystique shifted into Mina's form.
Not bad.
Yeah, those two are spoken for. I'm Logan's girlfriend, and Jubilation over there is dating Bakugo.
She shifted right back to herself.
Well, that wasn't creepy or anything. Are there any limits to what you can do with your quirk?
Mystique giggled at that.
Organic only, pretty much, for the most part.
Fade to the boys' locker room in the shower area to see a certain pervert staring through a peephole. Logan notices this.
Secret identity was nice while it lasted.
Logan goes straight to Maneda's neck with the 1-3-2 trick, if you catch my drift. Left, right, center slowly creeping up and drawing blood. Look here, you little pervert. If you pull that Stocko again, I will kill you myself. You hear me, short stack? The girls screamed as his claws went through the other end, however. Don't worry, that's just Logan, by the sound of it. He's dishing out justice. Oh, he is so getting a reward tonight. Zero, take this fool up. I'm tossing him to the wolves. His claws were out in full glory. Logan was outed as the Wolverine to 1A due to Maneda's perviness. Logan walked right into the girls' locker room with his eyes shut. He's all yours, ladies. Give him hell for the stolen slice of heaven he had. Can, someone guide me out, please? Hagakure leads him out. Some of the girls want to report his behavior, but don't bother. The beatdown we're about to give him will be more than enough punishment for him to get the point. Right, you little piece of trash? He's bound and gagged, by the way. And he can't see anything, since his eyes have been good and taped up. Now, this goes without saying, but Hagakure isn't dressed at all, but that doesn't really matter now, does it? However, Logan gets a good whiff of her. You smell really good, Miss Hagakure, was it? What soap do you use? Hagakure is blushing, since she didn't actually get to the soap part of the shower. But of course her blushing isn't quite visible now, is it?
didn't really get to the soap part, so this is just my natural scent, Creed-san.
Logan chuckled a bit.
Your natural scent, huh? I like it. You smell sweet.
Toru starts sneezing and audibly shivers, and Logan put two and two together. He places his jacket on her. Exactly on her. Toru was wondering for a second how he did that, but remembered the claws and figured out who Logan really was.
Thank you.
Now, keep in mind that it's a pretty big jacket. Logan himself is about 5'5". This jacket goes to a little lower than his waist. So as far as Hagakure, this might go to the edge of her thigh. So yeah, she's got good cover. Not that she technically needs it, but she's cold, so why not? Toru walks back into the locker room, but Raven notices what she's wearing.
He won't even let me wear that, and he lets her? But then again, she is naked, so I'll let it slide this time.
Raven may have thought that, but Jubilation is not as tactful.
Wow! Logan let you wear his dad's jacket? He never lets anyone so much as touch that. He must really like you.
Jubilation meant no ill will, but Raven still smacks her up top the head, and so does Negasonic. Yukio uses her quirk to grab her and toss her into the shower. I know Yukio's quirk is to generate and manipulate electricity to a point and weaponize it. So let's just say, since I'm using Deadpool version of Yukio, so let's just say she had a small chain, just grabbed her with it and lassoed her around, to shock her into shutting the hell up. Raven would ask for Logan's jacket back, but when Toru was done with her shower and changing, but
I'll give it to him myself. He gave it to me, and if it means that much to him, I'd rather hand it to him myself.
You as a viewer can see sparks of electricity coming from both of their eyes. This is only made funnier when you consider that Toru is invisible and Raven is 5'10" to Toru's 5 even. Midnight had to walk in when she noticed the students were still there, or more specifically, she saw Logan waiting at a bench near the locker room. He filled her in on everything but the Mineta situation. That ass whooping was punishment enough. He was thrown out for Logan to release about 5 minutes later, after he was ushered out by, Toru. Minoru Mineta would not be pulling that again. When everyone was leaving, Hagakure hands him a gently folded jacket.
This belongs to you. Thank you for letting me wear it.
Logan gives it a smell after putting it on. I said it once, I'll say it again. You smell great. Hagakure, wanna grab a burger? Toru was smiling, and she said yes. Raven sighed a little. I hope you know what you're doing, Logan. Please don't break her heart, my love. If you liked that, let's get a United States smash on that like button. If you're not subscribed, consider going full cowling with that subscribe button. And let's go plus ultra with the notifications. Ring that bell, baby. Rest easy, Deadites. And remember, the night is ours.